What's up, you guys, and welcome back again to my channel. Today, we are going to be talking about Amethyst, and we're going to be talking about Amethyst shards and Amethyst clusters, and we're going to be talking about how to farm and how to grow these types of items in Minecraft. If you want to see this video, make sure you stay tuned. If you like the video, please head down to the bottom, click that like button. Don't forget to comment, tell us how we did, and please subscribe to the channel. Guys, stay tuned. We'll get started in just a minute. All right, you guys, this is probably one of the easier farms that you don't really realize that you can do pretty simply. So as you're mining, you tend to eventually run into these geodes in the ground, and they're basically covered up by this white rock, okay? And this white rock, if you mine one, you'll see that it is called a calcite. All right, it looks like diorite, but it's a little bit smoother looking and it doesn't have the dark spots. Okay, so that's how you know when you're mining if you're getting close to one of these geodes. Now, when you break inside of it, they're usually filled with regular blocks of amethyst, but some of the blocks will grow amethyst shards and amethyst clusters. Okay, and the way you know that they are growing is because they have these clusters growing off the edge of them. Now, some of them are small, which means they're not ready to harvest. But other ones, like this one right here, are nice and full grown and they are ready to harvest. So we're going to let Joey break that bottom one off of there. Okay. And then it drops all of the shards right off of it. Now, be very careful when you're harvesting these, okay? Because these ones, they have a little X on them on each one of the sides. The regular amethyst blocks do not have the X, but the ones that do grow the clusters have an X in the middle of them, and that's how you know that they will continue to grow the shards and the clusters over and over. So you can go through this whole geode and you can mine all of the amethyst blocks out of it and leave these ones alone. And as long as you clear all 8 sides, I'm sorry, not 8 sides, all 6 sides of the block, it will grow shards off of every side as long as it is an open space. And then you can have multiple different blocks growing shards inside of this geode. Okay? Just like I said before, be very careful when you're harvesting these that you don't break your blocks. And every time you run into one of these geodes when you're mining underground, make sure you save those blocks in here, because if you mine them, you can't even silk touch these guys, because once you touch them with anything, they're going to turn into a regular amethyst block. So you have to farm them right where they spawned, which is down under the earth, under the ground somewhere is where they spawn. Okay? Kind of cool. So this is actually a really simple farm and you don't have to do much. Joey, am I missing something that you want to tell them?
Yeah, if you mine it just doesn't give you the block at all.
So it might not even give you the block, he was saying. But it's worthless to blind it anyway, because it doesn't do anything for you. If you wanted to, you can silk touch these clusters and you can save them as a cluster like this, which is really cool for a decoration. So let me place a cluster right there. You can see that the cluster, it can be set on anything. It doesn't even have to be set on there. You could use it for decorations. You can use it to... No, don't touch. Leave it there. You can use it to make your gardens look really cool. You can use it for all kinds of... Let your imagination go wild, basically. Okay? Now, if you end up having a whole bunch of those clusters because you felt like silk touching them, then you can place the cluster down and then mine it with a regular pickaxe, and then you will get the regular shards from it as well. Now, when you got the regular shards, if you have a whole bunch of the regular shards, you can turn the regular shards back into an amethyst block. Okay, but also if you have an amethyst block, be careful because you cannot convert that back into the shards. Okay, so once you turn it into a block, they cannot be turned back into shards again. All right, but anyway, that is how you farm the amethyst block. That is how you farm the amethyst shards, and that is how you farm the amethyst cluster. Guys, this is the best way to do it. This is the easiest way to do it. Don't leave the geode the way it is, okay? Because you'll only get uh, the clusters off of one or two sides of the amethyst block. You have to open them up and you have to mine around it so that it can grow on every side, and then you get the most effect out of this. And then I would say one or two geodes, unless you're doing something crazy. This is more than enough for anything that you need in the game. Like I said, unless you're building a whole building out of amethyst and you want a ton of amethyst blocks and you don't want to keep going and searching for more and more geodes, then this should be more than enough for the average everyday user who's going to make little items like a viewing glass. Joey, do you have your telescope, your viewing glass? There it is. These, the spyglass, you can make out of the shards. Use a little bit of copper and a shard, and you can make those. I forget what else you can make, but these things are pretty awesome. If you like the video, guys, don't forget, head down to the bottom, click that like button. If you want to see more videos just like this, please subscribe to my channel. If you know anybody else who likes this kind of thing, please share my channel with them. It really helps my channel grow. Guys, don't forget to tell us how we did down in the comments. If we missed something, if we should have said something that we didn't say, head us down in the comments, guys. Feel free. That's what it's there for. If we did a bad job, tell us so we can change it. And guys, we'll see you next time. Take care.